Hey guys, it's coreross and welcome to 6 News. So today we have the Operation Shifting Tides patch notes. So let's get on with this. Of course, it's going up onto the test server today and it will get released in probably about 3 weeks or so when it actually hits the live servers. So we got Callie here with her kick-ass sniper rifle. Of course, that is her only primary weapon. And she gets the little pistol here, which really you're not going to take. You're going to take the C75 Auto as our secondary. And pretty interesting combo. Curious to how that's going to play out. Some people will be amazing with the sniper, I expect, and others will be terrible, probably me. And for secondary gadgets, you can either have the breaching charge or the claymore. Now, I think because this thing breaches like crazy and her gadget even does a little bit of breaching, I doubt you're going to use the breaching charge. I would bring along a claymore. Helps protect your rear when you're sniping and protect you from any flanks. And she's 2 armor, 2 speed. So looking forward to playing with her on the test server. Then we've got Wamai or Wamai, however you're going to pronounce them. We'll have to see how that kind of plays out as the season comes out. And he has the AUG A2. This is IQ's gun, so a proper attacker assault rifle on defense. However, this does not have the ACOG. I've seen a lot of people getting confused, thinking that this had to have the ACOG, or IQ would have to lose her ACOG on her gun, and no. You know, this just is well, I guess it's the same gun, but just simply he doesn't have the ACOG. IQ keeps her ACOG. Then he's also got the MP5K. This just seems like a, terrible choice. Like, definitely I would always pick this over this. But let me know, though, if you guys plan to actually take the MP5. Then we've got the D40. A lot of people getting confused about this too because it has a sight here, and that's unusual because for the other operators that have this gun, there's no sight on this little picture of their gun, so it's a little bit weird. There's no, well, as far as I know, there's no special sight on this gun or anything like that. It's just normal, so just a little difference in the graphic. Then we got the P12 pistol. Again, probably going to take this over the P12 because this is just a really nice weapon to use. Then he's got barbed wire or deployable shield, and he is a 2 armor operator. And then we've got the rework to theme park. So reworks are a bit of a hit and a miss when it comes to their successfulness. Some of them are great and some of them are not so great. This one we'll have to just wait and see. The biggest difference I noticed was that they're removing the train carts in the middle. That kind of whole area is gone and replaced with rooms now. But they've kind of squished the 2 buildings together. So overall I believe it's smaller but more compact. And yeah, we'll see how that plays out. Having that area down the middle and not be there anymore is going to be interesting to see how that kind of changes gameplay. Now, this is a big change coming, which is limb penetration. So Callie's big sniper rifle, of course, can go through multiple targets, but also other guns can do it as well now. And as such, if you shoot someone, say, in the hand, it can go through and hit them in the body or go through and hit them in the head. The way it works is you'll always get the biggest damage number. So hit them in the hand, it goes through, hits them in the chest, you'll get damage for chest. Hit them in the hand, goes through to the head, you'll get the damage for the head. But if you hit someone, say, in the chest or the lower body here and it goes into the leg, you'll get the damage for the body. Now, a lot of people have forgotten that actually arms are considered the chest. So they're the same damage. So if you hit someone in the hand, it's actually the same damage as hitting them in the chest. They changed that a while back. But with this change, maybe they'll modify that more. And of course, with the penetration, it means you can hit multiple targets at once, so potentially get double headshots. We'll see how that plays out with different guns. Maybe SMGs and stuff like that will have less penetration. Maybe Glaz will even be able to get an ace from shooting 1 bullet. We'll have to see. Then going on, we've got Smoke's remote gas. So this is getting changed. It's going to work basically like how Capital and Goyu's fire spreads. So when you set the gas off, it should spread out kind of more naturally. This is one of the reasons I don't play Smoke at the moment, because his gas is kind of rubbish sometimes. You might put it on a door frame and it'll smoke mostly inside that door frame rather than going out into the other room like Smoke normally would do in real life. Whereas this means that with the kind of bringing in that effect, it should be able to spread out and through doorways and things like that. And that might make it actually really cool to use. And I'm curious to see how this plays out in the test server. Then we've got a little fix to repel. This is a kind of quality of life improvement. It means if you're going up a wall all the way to the top, it'll kind of ask you for a confirmation to actually go over and stand on the roof. As such, if you're like upside down looking through a window trying to kill someone and you're kind of moving around, you won't accidentally go and stand on the roof, which might of course get you locked into a slow animation where you might get killed. This means you have to just press the repel button again and you'll be able to confirm that you're going to go up. And yeah, it should be something to kind of get used to, but it should be a really nice improvement. Then we've got Capital's Football Elite. I think this is probably based on Pele from Brazil, and I like it. I think it looks really good. And I think Brazilians are going to love this. Let me know if you are a Brazilian and you plan to pick this up, because obviously you guys love your football. Then we're going down, we've got the operator price decrease. This is just continuation of what they implemented at, I think, the beginning of the year, where as operators get older, they get cheaper to purchase because we now have a crazy amount of operators to pick up. This makes it far, far easier now for new players coming into the game. Then we've got the seasonal skins. Unfortunately, there's not a, and this would have been great, a Black Ice 2. We had all that kind of water elements getting shown off and all the teasers and everything. And I was like, oh, come on. Just, just slightly recolor the Black Ice, and bring it back out. But they're not doing that. We've got these two seasonal skins instead. Then further on, we've got operator balancing. So we're getting the Jackal rework. This is, of course, been on the test server and talked about a lot. It's to make him less irritating to play against. So, for instance, when the footprints get scanned now, the footprints actually disappear all the way up to where the defender currently is standing. So it's hard to double scan or triple scan one enemy. So it should be a little bit less of a pain in the ass. And the older the footprints are, the less scans he's going to get. So it should be less irritating. We'll see how it plays out when we actually get this on the live servers and if his ban rate then goes down. Continuing on here, we have the general tweaks. So this one is a gadget trajectory asset destruction. So this is going to mainly affect like grenades and C4, and it's basically about things that are destructible. So like vases or all those things that are sitting on tables that can be broken. It will stop the grenades kind of maybe accidentally bouncing off them, or C4s getting stuck to them, which might be an irritation to players. So it should help that, but it's not to do with like barricades and their destruction and stuff like that. It's about more of the stuff just lying around the map. Then we've got gadget code optimization. They say that this will not impact players at all, but of course it's kind of helping the back end, so it should help a little bit with like performance and just maybe help the devs in general. Casual is getting renamed to Quick Match, and Quick Match will now have Quick Match and Newcomer will now have role swaps, which means it's like ranked and unranked. So if you spawn in as an attacker, you'll play attacker, then go to defender. And if you spawn in as defender, you'll be defender, then switch to attacker. So it's basically picking up some of the same rules as unranked and ranked. I think eventually unranked will actually become the new quick match, because I think that's kind of where it's going for me. They've improved some playlist guides as well. This is going to help just basically new players figure out where they should go to play. And they've re-recorded voice lines by operators. So Hibana and Mira are getting new voice actresses playing them. So I expect Mira's new voice actress will be the one that's been doing the recent teaser trailers where she's showing off all the new gadgets. And Hibana, we've seen her in one of the new CGIs, which will be coming at the 6 Invitationals early next year, which has the operators doing something country-based, like a tournament or Olympics style thing. So that'll be her new voice actor, I guess. So here's the bug fixes coming with Shifting Tides, and there's some really interesting stuff in here. So they're removing the immunity to fire that the hostage has, and they're going to make it so that Goyo is responsible for all damage his Vulcan causes to the hostage. So don't put your shields near the hostage, but as soon as the hostage has been moved, even once, then whoever shoots Goyo's shield will be responsible. And interestingly, Goyo, Capital, and Wamai will all follow these reverse friendly fire rules in regards to hostages, which means his gadget, when it grabs a grenade, is going to kill the hostage, and Wamai will get blamed for it. So if he grabs a grenade, brings it to the hostage, he will get in trouble for it. So a lot of people have been asking that. And for Capcan, it's actually the attackers taking the hostage through the trap that are blamed for the death of the hostage, if that's how the hostage dies. So very interesting. Right, we're going to have to go over all this stuff later. We'll kind of hit some of the major things here, because of course, a lot of stuff. So this one's interesting about Amaru here, because it talks about how Amaru can get instantly killed by a frost trap. I'm curious if that means she'll actually make it over the frost trap, because she does go in far enough to not step on it, but the hitbox for the frost trap is like really high vertically, so I'm curious if that's actually going to change. Now Ash here is getting some fixes, so people noticed that you could shoot melee and destroy Ash's breaching charge with explosives. That's being fixed. So yeah, that is apparently a bug. A lot of people have been asking me about that, and I thought, yeah, considering that was kind of similar to what happened with Thatcher, his EMP for a while could be destroyed by impact grenades, but it didn't seem to be an intentional change. So apparently Cav could use her silent step while using a primary weapon if they use a certain series of steps, so that's getting fixed. Some issues with Clash's shield clipping. Apparently Maestro's turret could get destroyed on certain surfaces very easily. And just a wide range of fixes to maps and of course user stuff too. And there might be a ton of very interesting changes hidden in here. And of course going into the test server is going to be the way to figure all that out. So that is the patch notes and the bug fixes for the new season. Looks really interesting. Can't wait to get my hands on it in the test server. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and I'll catch you next time.